how's everybody doing this fine Monday afternoon? I just wanted to come to y'all. I'm actually not live right now, so I told you that I would not be doing live for a little while because I just found out that I can do my recorded videos and add a little bit of entertainment in with it. But it's not really entertainment. I'm not going to call it entertainment because I want to talk about a story that happened in Florida. And it was really an awful situation that happened. But I want you to look at this little 30-second clip. It's going to give you a little bit more detail about this man who he actually killed his wife. He stabbed her 100 times. I think it was his girlfriend, not his wife. Stabbed her 100 times, and he killed his own baby, y'all. But listen to how he killed his own baby. It just was awful.
Thanks for joining us for 10 Tampa Bay this weekend. I'm Miranda Parnell. First tonight, a father is in St. Pete jail accused of killing his 2-year-old son and his son's mother. We are seeing 21-year-old Thomas Mosley's face for the first time in this mugshot. Police say they found his son Talon inside the jaws of an alligator last night, just a day after his mother was found dead in her apartment with stab wounds. Just hours ago, we learned new details in this case. 10 Tampa Bay's Miguel Octavio joins us in studio. Miguel, this new information is disturbing to hear.
Police say Thomas Mosley stabbed Passion Jeffrey more than 100 times. The affidavit states cuts to his hands and arms appear to stem from times the blade slipped during the stabbing. On Wednesday night, police say Mosley was at Jeffrey's apartment for his birthday. That same night, police say he left the apartment, went to the lake where they found his son, before going to his mother's house just 10 blocks away. The next day, Jeffrey's family found blood outside her apartment, then called for help. This is all according to the affidavit. Now, Thomas Mosley faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. It's a story people wanted a different ending to, like Ben Farrington.
That's my neighbor at the end of the day.
He didn't know Passion Jeffrey and her son, Talon, but he didn't need to feel sympathy for them.
People wanted to find this kid before anything else.
An Amber Alert for Talon was out for more than a day. Strangers desperate to join the search. But Friday night, officers say they found Talon dead at a lake near Delholmes Park, inside the jaws of an alligator.
We are sorry that it had to end this way.
Memorials of Passion and Talon now sit at the park in their honor. Their family spoke hours before police say they found Talon.
Talon lost his mommy, so he needs his family right now.
While strangers know Passion and Talon most for how they died, their family want to share more about how they lived. A young mom, Passion dedicated time to make a better life for herself and her son. She would FaceTime him during her breaks at CVS. And Talon,
That Talon is a beautiful little boy.
also known as Tay-Tay, was sweet and loving, always with a smile on his face. And how Talon died is still unclear, but the affidavit out tonight does reveal police found his father's bloody fingerprints inside the scene of the crime. And just a couple hours ago, Talon's family wrote a letter thanking everyone involved in the search. We'll have a link to a GoFundMe they set up for funeral expenses on our website. In studio, Miguel Octavio, 10 Tampa Bay.
All right, you guys, you heard the story, which was awful. This is the 2-year-old's father who killed his mother. The man stabbed the girlfriend 100 times. Who does that except a psycho person? That's a lot of anger that he had built up. That's the heat of passion type of thing where you're going to stab somebody 100 times. That means that you was angry about something for you to keep stabbing somebody that many times. What could she have done to him? I don't know if she did something to him. Even if she did do something to him 100 times, and then you took your own child, a 2-year-old innocent baby, took the child, threw the child into the lake, river, or whatever it was, and the baby ended up in the alligator's mouth. The police saw the alligator had something in its mouth. So they realized it was the toddler. The police shot the alligator, and the alligator dropped the baby. Okay? That just was a sight. That poor baby suffered. I know he did. I don't know if the baby was dead before it went into the river. I don't know, but probably so. I hope so. I mean, not in a bad way, but just so that that child wouldn't be frightened the way that he was frightened. And from what the young lady's mother said, that little baby loved his mother. Loved his mother. I just don't understand these mental patients here. The guys, that's what I call them. And some women are mental patients also. But in this case right here, this was just awful. From my research, what I read, the family threw the man a party, a birthday party. I guess it was his birthday or something, trying to be nice to him. But something happened, I don't know what happened, to trigger him to where it was, I don't know, I think the family may have left. I'm hoping they did and didn't see him abuse her. Because a parent knows their child. You know if your child is violent. You know if your child has violent tendencies. Why don't you try to get that child help? But then again, it stems back from when the child was younger and saw his mama punch on his daddy punch on his mama, the violent household. It stems from that. I know it did. Okay? And he saw all that stuff going on, mama being abused, daddy being abused. I know it. Like I said, you can't tell me otherwise. The mother or the father knew that boy had problems, but didn't try to get him no help. You knew it. Now he done killed the girl and killed his child. So by him stabbing her 100 times, of course he had cuts on him from what I read in the article. So he went to the hospital because the cuts and bruises were really bad on him. I'm pretty sure he cut up his fingers. If you're going to stab somebody 100 times, you probably broke the blade off in your own hand or arm or whatever. But it's just awful the way how that young lady suffered being stabbed 100 times. And then again, she could have been, abused before then to go through what she went through up until that point. And she was only 20 years old. And that baby only 2 years old. Like I said, this is just craziness in the world. And people, if you're being abused, you need to speak up and tell somebody. I'm not going to make this a long video. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. But again, my prayers go out to the family of that young lady that was stabbed 100 times and her baby thrown in the alligator, in the river, and the alligator, it was found, the baby in the alligator's mouth. That's how the baby was found. My heart goes out to them. But y'all have a good evening and talk with you later. God bless you.